Sorry.
I'm not going to be a singing MC tonight. But before I start, I just have a list of things. How to make a 10 by 10. Number 1. Ask everyone in town to write a 10-minute play. Number 2. Convince 3 people to read all the plays and choose their 10 favorites. Number 3. Ask a local hotel if we can move in for the weekend and we have no money. 4. Find 10 directors willing to direct a script they have never read and work with actors they've never heard. 5. Find 40 actors willing to give up a week. Number 6. Ask all of those talented people to do it for free. In 1 week. Number 7. Hang up posters, seat up some chairs, and there you go. Easy.
Dustin, does it work? Hello, everyone. Can you hear me now? At the back of the room, can you hear me now? All right. Okay. Just can't see anything. That's... All right. Good evening, everyone. Welcome to the first annual 10 by 10 Theater Showcase. I'm Rodney Brown, and this is Jason Scriber, and we will be your Between Plays entertainment. What you are about to experience is the result of local writers eager for the work to be produced and seen, dedicated and creative directors who gave their talents in such limitless ways, and actors who were able to learn the script in a very short rehearsal time. 5 hours to be exact. We applaud you. Give me a hand. This project has life because a group of artists came together with a common goal. It's because the Prince Arthur Hotel is run by people, namely Kathy Prokowski, who are willing to tread into the unknown for art's sake. And it's because 2 other local theater groups, Frankly Scarlet and Cambrian Players, were eager to help in major ways. And it's because you are willing to give your time and money and sit there in that chair. Thank you. And for your added enjoyment, the bar will remain open for the rest of the evening. Well, let's get on with things, shall we? Since there are 9 scene changes, you'll be seeing and hearing a lot more of us, Jason and I. The very first play of the very first 10 by 10 takes place at the back of the church, moments before a wedding. Ladies and gentlemen, by Kathy Granfield, Matron of Honor.
Nervous. Take a few deep breaths and
emotions all flew over every little detail, but that doesn't bother me. You guys wanted to do it yourselves. How romantic is that? I could have saved you a little trouble with these flowers. I mean, would you give me a rest about the flowers? I made a stupid decision about the flowers. It's true, but it's too late now. Should have asked. I didn't ask. We wanted to do this ourselves. I get that. I totally get that. So now you're gonna walk out on me because you're upset about the damn flowers? I'm not upset. I'm sick and I need some air. Well, you don't. You need to walk down that aisle in front of me so that I can get married to Vic. You need to make sure that this wedding is just as beautiful and as perfect as yours, because that's only fair. But it will be beautiful and perfect. I'm gonna throw up. I know what's going on here. You're trying to ruin everything because you're unhappy. But I'm not gonna let you. You agreed to stand up with me, and I'm not letting you back out of it. We're going to walk down that aisle and smile and enjoy yourself.
Hey, how are my little ladies? Everybody ready? Listen, you don't have to worry about the ring bearer. Check his pockets. He took away the chocolate. Your mother turns the pillow over, and no one's going to notice the smears. You look beautiful. You too.
I can't do it. I think I'm gonna get nosebleed.
Oh, no.
Oh, brother.
Here, tilt your head back and pinch your nose.
No, you're not supposed to do that anymore, Dad. You're supposed to lean forward with your head like... Oh, what am I saying?
It'll get all over her dress.
She's not having a nosebleed. She's trying to ruin everything because she wishes she were getting married again. Is that what you think? You think I'm jealous?
Almost time. Gotta get ready.
I wouldn't get married again for $1 million.
I can hear the music. Oh, look, there's little Jason with the pillow. Oh, too bad about his hair, but it'll wash.
Then what's your problem? Maybe you didn't notice, but Greg is out there right now with his new girlfriend. I asked you about Greg. I know, and I thought I would be okay with it, and clearly I'm not. Who's the girlfriend? One of his students? She's half his age. I don't want us to see me like this. He knows I'm not with anyone. How does he know that? Oh, come on, Chrissy. It's obvious. I mean, look at me. I put on weight. My hair looks horrible.
Your hair is just like you, Sharon, full of life.
It's not helping. He doesn't know it now. He's gonna know it at the reception. No. You don't need a date. You'll have an escort. You'll be sitting at the head table with the best man. Yeah, who's married? Well, you can dance with Dad. Also married. And Vic, about to be married. Not if I miss the wedding.
There's our cue.
I'm not going. Neither am I. Oh, come on. Sharon, I understand if you don't want to go through with this. You do? It's not like the world will end. Yeah, that's right. Just don't think about Greg. What about him? Sitting there, thinking you can't do this, thinking he's the only one who's happy. It's no big deal. I'm gonna do it. You mean it? Yeah, I'm gonna walk up there and I'm gonna smile and I'm gonna do it for my sister. Greg's up there waiting, everybody's watching and I'm gonna walk down that aisle ahead of you.
Atta girl, Sharon. Let's do this.
Hang on. I'm sorry, you feel sick? You're just a little nervous. Take a few deep breaths. Calm down. I can't do this. I can't go through with this. Yes, you can. Yes, you can. It's easy for you to say. All you have to do is walk down the aisle and look pretty. Why did I ever agree to this? Where's the travel?
Our second play of the evening takes place in 2000, in the year 2028, as a doctor struggles with bioethics and his own code of ethics against a totalitarianism society. Ladies and gentlemen, by Andrew Paulson, cerebrospinalists. I thought it was
How old are you?
Gee, I'm 10.
Do you know how this procedure works?
He does.
What it does? Do you?
I did.
How does it work? I asked him.
Well, he erases everything.
Yes, it erases everything. Government schools?
Yes, government schools. He's a citizen. He's a human being.
Put him in the public school system.
He's a citizen. I don't care what anyone says. He's a normal boy. He just had the odds stacked up against him, caught this disease.
Mrs. Tadlock, your son is not ill. He has no diseases. He's gay.
Yes, and they'll kill him for that. I just want him to be normal.
Mrs. Tadlock, there is no evidence. There is not even a hint that our sexual orientation is environmentally based. This procedure is experimental. It's not proven science. Yes, it works. We can reset your brain. Whether that makes any difference at all, who's to say? If we had a social disease that was 100% environmentally based, then yes, technically speaking, we could remove said disease. As long as the patient was not exposed to the same environmental cues again. But what can we say is part of our innate nature and part of the world in which we live? It's a gray area, and it scares me.
Then why do you do this?
I thought I could help some.
Who?
My son, he was diagnosed with autism at a later age without any of the early behavioral changes of the disease.
That happens?
It's rare, but yes, it happens.
And it worked.
Yes, it worked insofar as we reset his brain, raised him again, re-educated him.
No signs of autism.
No signs of autism.
You must be old now. How old is your son?
He passed away. He took his life at the age of 17. He was different the second time
I'm
around.
sorry. My son, it's different. I know he isn't supposed to be gay, and I know it's my fault that he is. When I was pregnant with Jean, I wasn't that responsible. I had problems. Drug problems. My addiction kind of ran my life. I wasn't responsible. I was young. I wasn't prepared. I smoked crack when I was pregnant. My sister took him in, and I didn't even see him until he was 5. Except at my sister's funeral when he was 3. Her boyfriend at the time took him in. I will never forgive myself for that. I got help. I got clean. I accepted God into my heart when I was at the very bottom of where my life was going, and I decided I wasn't going to die a slave to my addiction. I was better than that, and with his help, I was going to get better, and I did. And I've never looked back. But it took me another 2 years just to get Gene back. And by that time, he was different. Different than how he should have been raised. My sister's boyfriend was not a good person, and Gene suffered because of him. He wasn't raised in an environment that was healthy, and that man, he touched me. He was a bad person. But I rescued him. He's safe now. But he never got a chance. Not like me, who never deserved one. He was marked by my mistakes. Now he's being punished for them. I know he isn't gay in his heart. I know that. God showed me that I
it's okay, you know, to be gay. Are you gay, Jean?
I don't want to be.
How do you know you're gay, Jean?
I just kind of feel it.
And you don't want to have that feeling anymore?
No, I don't think I do.
You don't think?
No, I don't.
Jean, do you think you'd lose anything if you lost that feeling?
Yes, yes I do.
And you're okay with that?
Think I am?
You think?
Yes.
Jean, I want you to be 100% honest with me when you answer this. Is your mother in any way pressuring you to have this procedure?
No, no, she's not. I want this
Don't
procedure.
worry if she's...
I'm tired of seeing her cry every time they beat me up. Every time we have to leave town and switch schools. Every time she has to pay you hospital bills. What does she relax?
I'm not going to talk you out of this, am I, Jean?
No.
I'm tired, Jean. You have some paperwork to sign and some prep, but I'll try to get you home by dinner.
Okay.
So, I made dinner. It's a little cold. I have to warm it up. I'm not feeling very hungry. Favorite? Can we just go to bed? Okay. Okay. Test. Well, I would just go back to talking louder. Recently, our theater community lost an important person, Heather Eskin. I know there are many here tonight who are very good friends with Heather.
year's 10 by 10. We would like to dedicate this first annual to her, and we've saved the front row seats for her tonight. The cast for this next play will actually be played by William Roberts, Andrew Paulson, and Emily Semenowitz. And this play consists of false starts, unsatisfied activities, and word games structured around a thematic center. The search for deeper experience. Ladies and gentlemen, by Mike Chalut, Deep Emotions and Saintly
This is the story of someone who wishes to experience things more deeply than what he does when he wakes up, assuming he has been sleeping the whole time.
If I could somehow, possibly, exhale deeply and change the air around me. Does it matter at all what I care about objects? I'll only ever possess them? Now, bring it back to me. No, you cannot take that. I'll vanish without it. I balance myself against that. A pet rock has all the markings of a modern life.
Beating your head against the wall?
That would be equally reassuring.
And me?
Too much of a confrontation with myself.
Isn't that what you want?
John, you're wearing a red shirt again, and I don't want to be wearing a red shirt.
Don't be discouraged. The tone needs to be much brighter. More like something else.
Blocking the light? Are you wrongly shaping your experience as if it is more important than you?
Leave the room. Leave the room. Leave the room.
Changing your goals will keep you from achieving anything. Holding tightly to your goals will block you from seeing what is right in front of you.
Achievements are coming. Achievements are coming.
Where to go, where to go, where to go. That is perfect.
Let it come to you.
Spend my entire life eating jello just so I can occupy my hands without ever holding on to anything.
Indicate, indicate, indicate. Like magical words, I have to repeat it. But it points to something different. Yes, it's real. Squeeze it. But you don't do that. No, you have to fully immerse to go deep.
And where do we go after the moment?
It's already gone in this moment and in that moment. Today is the beginning of my attempt to redeem every idiotic moment of my life. There is something in each of them that I have
It means more at the time.
What if we were wearing our clothes? Does leaving something to the imagination really make a difference?
The experience, that is as good as it gets.
And then it is done, but I need something more, something involving full exposure without limitations.
Then it is not truly a deep experience.
We're not having the experience at all.
I just want to be happy.
Somehow, lying on the floor, John, you seem to be closer to better understanding the issues.
Maybe if I'm closer to life, if the world is right in front of me, I can somehow feel myself bouncing inside of it, hold it over my own resonance.
The floor is beneath you.
I need the world at arm's reach. But the floor keeps bending over, which is not a position that is very encouraging for what life likes to do. No, you cannot keep doing this. You seem to think that all this metaphor for something is going to fool me. Think. All it does is make me think, and thinking is what I'm best at, but it doesn't do anything else. It's not any clearer direction, because I'm still here, which is not where I want to be. This is not fulfilling.
Somehow it seems the experience escaping me.
Feeling, thinking, think how you feel how you think.
I just want to be happy.
If I'm closer to it all, it's an idea. Wearing my clothes is just stopping my body from being enraptured. And you're still standing there with the newspaper in your hand, and these origami shapes are really only avoiding the paper. Why can't anything maintain its use? No, you cannot keep building things. You think you can turn ideas into something, but when something is made, it is finished, it is dead, the dream is dead, and where do you go, and why are you getting up?
Somewhere inside of me, I realize I've been trying to stop activity, and now I seem to be striving to do something, even while swallowing up the needed energy.
This is the way.
Stop! I have it!
Oh, I know it tastes awful. Don't grab. Maybe it's good for you. Here comes the grain.
Let it come to you.
What I want to know is how I know it.
John is still wearing his clothes, Jane said some meaningful things, but when John listens,
John, if I say meaningful things, will you get it?
what did I think they meant?
Then they don't mean much, do they?
Well, it all averages out. It's all important, of course, the little things.
I just want to be happy.
I just need to feel deeply. Give me one way to feel deeply. Is it too much to ask to be overwhelmed by an answer, to be beaten senseless by an answer? Is that real understanding? Maybe, is there any point in asking to feel anything deeply? I feel my skin and my bones.
No, you don't.
No, you don't. Maybe through some other spirit, I've had a better experience of the body.
Quickly, they won't melt so fast.
Let it.
No, don't change anything. Don't speak, don't talk, don't think. It changes everything. Let it come to you. Let it come to you. But I can reach out enough emotionally that it comes back to me. I can share with just enough people to run it out.
Which is me demanding reciprocation, not reverberation.
Change it. Make it positive.
Does
You receive what you put in. Is anyone thinking? Is anyone really working at this?
I've found nothing but somebody else's things.
Sharing is caring. Whose deep experience is this supposed to be?
What would this deep experience be? Talk me through it. An experience of some sort that is bottomless? A profound experience? A divine experience? Either way, an experience that holds itself open to you for days? For how long is it? A profound experience has to have a bottom. Was it a moment of clarity? A shock that further structures all further experiences?
Isn't that it, though, to be completely immersed in one's own emotional experience?
Selfish help reading. You realize that partaking in selfish help reading will indulge you and engage you in something that will inevitably, in fact, try to kill the actual reasons that define your existence.
I just want to be held in suspension, held up by a flash of light, followed by a moment of permanent clarity.
But that is not an experience. That is a picture that you have of a deep emotion that you cannot bring back or relive.
The obligatory angelics of something beckoning from out of nothing. Oh, kill the lights, blind the lights. I just want to be open. I just want to be out of myself.
Is it more or less red because of the way you feel it?
It doesn't matter whether I'm wearing it or not.
Is it more or less red because of the way you feel in it?
Isn't it close to other colors though?
More or less red because of the way you feel in it?
It's a covering, it's a cotton, it's light, it's soft, it is, but I don't use it that way.
Is it more or less red because of the way you feel in
I
it?
feel, in fact, because it is red, but it's not, none of it matters because it's not its own red. You do not belong! Stop imposing yourself on things!
I just want to be happy.
We float when we dance, don't we? Have you forgotten all of this long enough to feel so
What time is it? I'm hungry enough I can eat something.
Ah, that is the greatest experience, to take everything and all the ambiguous and anything, take it all in, the pineapples, the reckless newspapers, the paper clips, the murders, take everything in and not be disturbed by the ambiguity or the senselessness.
The great tragic comedy. Crying until you laugh and then crying again because it's disturbingly funny, but laughing again because it's meaningless.
hysteria?
Which you cannot cure by masturbating.
I just want to be happy.
It's not a deep experience, but it's avoiding something that's much more profound. What is it you're looking for? I'm here already. Maybe not in the form you're looking. Rearrange the structure. Start from the beginning. Rearrange the beginning. But don't make the mistake of thinking you're starting something else
Nothing. 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 Revel then. Okay, let's revel then in the negativity. So, if you go there, you can go through to you.
I'd like to take time to acknowledge our three panelists who read each submitted play over and over and discussed and debated and delighted in choosing the final 10 that we receive here tonight. Thank you to Lila Sano, Jim Hobson, and Eleanor Albanese. Please stand and take the bow. Well, you all know who they are anyways. This Tech by 10 makes its debut as an annual weekend workshop. We present a true workshop style, selected scenes from. The first three plays you saw were performed in their entirety. What we'll see next are what we call selected scenes. They are a scene from the original submitted script that the panelists felt weren't quite stage ready, although parts of it were really good. You're going to see the We think of these as teasers and look forward to seeing these plays reworked and submitted next year. Our first selected scene is from a play that was inspired by the way people tend to judge themselves and others. By Paul Saxberg, Masks.
Susan Waite.